We're gonna load the game. So, we're supposed to be going... Wait. Natsuki is supposed to be coming to our house to make cupcakes? Cookies? We're supposed to be baking with Natsuki, if memory serves me correctly. So that's what should be going on now. That's the last thing I remember. Sayori went home early because she wasn't feeling good, and then the game refused to let me to do anything with Monika because reasons. So it made me choose between Yuri and Natsuki. So I ended up choosing Natsuki to try and put a little more balance into the game. Thank you, Gur. So that's what we should be doing now. We should be having Natsuki coming over to make baked goods for the school council festival of lights. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting that aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Taco. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. I'm just glad I didn't walk in the room and she was hanging from the ceiling. 'Cause that was just based on the little story. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Guys. I found it. We're good. I got a little scared for a second. So I've gotten fat. And by fat, I just mean I've gotten a little... I've put on a little extra weight. And I can't... like, my wedding ring doesn't fit so much anymore. And it's tungsten. So I'm afraid of, like, gonna lose my... Yes. So I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my finger or something. So what I've been doing is I just have it on my headset cord. So whenever I'm at the computer, I know it's there for me. And then I can hit on all the ladies. No, I'm kidding. Strike that from the record. That part's not true. I struggled to get a wife. You think I'm gonna go through all that shit again? The answer is no. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Dude, I'd like my room to be that messy. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival's preparations, right?
Stalker, it seems that way. She has to go to school with me and follow me home. Stalker? Also, do you like how shiny my eyebrows are now? It's pretty intense. Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
I only keep tabs on you in the natural course of my business. That's what happens when you wax, baby. I actually had somebody at work ask me if everything was okay in my family. I was like, yeah. I was like, why? What's up? They were like, well, you know, you cut your hair and you shaved your eyebrows. I was like, no, I waxed my eyebrows. I was like, no, I am not doing this. I was like, I couldn't think of the word solidarity. I was like, no, everything's okay. Nothing's going on. And then she eventually, we found the word solidarity. I was like, no. I was like, I did a fundraising stream, and I said I'd shave it. Somebody gave me more money. Yes, exactly. No, I did this for money. Exactly. No, I'm a whore. I don't do anything like this for free.
That's sus.
Is it sus? Oh my god, that's so sus. You're sus, daddy. So yeah. But that was the only person. I guess everybody else just thinks I'm weird. So it's whatever. I did only like my first day there, because I was walking around a lot more. I was actually wearing a headband, because what I was noticing is with no eyebrows, my sweat was just coming down even more than usual. So I was like, I feel really gross right now. So I was like, I had a headband on the first day. But then it got a little bit better in there. And when I wasn't wearing it, nobody said anything. I was like, whatever. I'm like, I don't get a shit. I really don't give a shit. I'm not doing this for attention. So I did all that shit when I was little. The cry for help was then, not now. What? Strike that? Cut that from the record? Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. I swear to God, I'm not even tired. I even napped today.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. But when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Taco.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Taco. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? She's caught in a trap. She can't walk out. Because she loves me too much, baby. Oh, Sayori, why can't you see? Oh, what you're doing to me. I don't remember the words after that. When you don't believe the words... When I don't believe the words you say, or you don't believe the words I say. Something about not believing words. But Sayori, oh, we can't go on together with suspicious minds.
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Taco? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is...
I'm a man! Oh, Jesus. No, but...
I've had really bad depression my whole life.
Girl, same. Twinsies, pound it.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am?
Have you tried not thinking about it? Have you just tried being happy, Sayori? Come on.
Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. She needs to eat some bananas and do some yoga. I slowly leave the room, closing the door behind me, trying to put this whole mess away in the back of my mind. Shove it down. Shove it all down. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I tell Sayori I don't need that negative energy around me and I can't see her anymore. You're bringing down my whole vibe. You did not pass the vibe check, Sayori. I'm sorry. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all, Taco. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Emphasis on the little bit. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Wow. Wow, going hard on Sayori. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Taco. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that you could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish.
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh my god, Judge Judy, please be nice. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Oh my god. Taco? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. I let my bulge do the talking for me. I give her all 2 inches. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Taco? Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Taco, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. They're called prescription medications and mental health care. And if there's anything that you need me to... Slapping a bitch ain't gonna do it. Then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Taco. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so...
Yeah, sack it. Sack it.
Calm down. I let her go as well. Let me do something real quick. My hug is warm because I peed myself a little. Disgusting. Alert box. Okay, that's good. I just realized my camera's kind of blocking the text box a little bit. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much.
and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Warm and wet and stinky. What are my farts? Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she really does. Really does. Usually. Really usually. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. A woman needs to know her place.
What? You're not going to even offer to tour the...
What the hell was I reading?
What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Taco?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Grr. This is ridiculously heavy.
Uh-huh. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting this started or what? There's a lot of...
Thank you, Yoda. I appreciate that. There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Hey, what up, dude? Not too much. We've only been playing for a little bit. I had the conversation with Sayori about her depression. And now I have Natsuki over, and we're fixing to do some bacon. That's about all that's really happened.
What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. Night-night. Have a good evening. Get some sleep.
Yeah, the wife played Phasmophobia for a little bit. And then we jumped into Doki Doki Literature Club.
And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki?
Forget it! I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate, too. But also, flat is justice. If that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into your body type, like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
Aha!
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. Yeah, and other guys get boners. Like, yeah, most people don't really like that, Natsuki. Imagine that.
I finally found your weakness, Taco.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki... I can't read tonight. If Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, then there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. I mean, look at it. It's disgusting. You can see all the filth all over this kitchen. It's terrible. Spoons, here they are. Dirty bowls all over there. Flour, spilled fluid. Some of it may have been from baking. Some of it may be seminal. And plastic bags are disgusting. And plastic bags are strewn about. Look at these countertops. Look at all the plastic bags. They're everywhere. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Yeah, look at this tiny mixer. Look at it's right over here next to the fridge. It's really tiny. They keep it right over here next to the teapot. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Taco, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. The kitchen sink has 62,000 particles of Doki.
Doki? There's Doki everywhere! Oh, we have to shut down your house. There's too much Doki.
What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
Ah, you're asking me. I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter, and I start beatboxing. Sorry. I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions.
No, Natsuki, you gotta do the cooking by the book. 'Cause if the way is hazy, you never use a messy recipe. You know you can't be lazy. Oh no, never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy, and if you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a cake. You know, I got it made. I love cake. I forget the words.
The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun.
It's a million times... You never freestyle with baking. No, you can't. You can't freestyle with baking. You put in 1 milligram too much baking soda, you're fucked. You might as well get out of the kitchen. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. Excuse me. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. Beat the devil out of it. Gotta beat the devil out of that icing.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
Stop it, I have a boner. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Sorry, I didn't know where I was aiming it. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. I lick it off, sensually. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh shit, things are about to get real sexual up in here. Oh shit. Oh shit. I told you things were about to get real sexual up in here. Look, she's got little vampire teeth.
This is cute. Little pointy teeth.
We're having such a moment with Natsuki. I'm gonna wait until the ad is over. Something is gonna enter someone. Oh my. Imagine sending this image to someone without context. There you go. Enjoy, everyone. What you fap to, I don't judge.
Stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that all the time to me, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Oh no, I'm a little scared. I take Natsuki's finger. Oh no. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh my.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Taco?
Natsuki. I'll go to Google. How old is Natsuki? DDLC. She is 18. Allegedly. I just like this. So the Google response is she, along with the other characters, is 18. Albeit it's pretty obvious that this was said for legal reasons. A lot of people seem to use the "but she's a first year" argument despite this never even being stated. The MC only assumes that she's a first year due to her size, which is because of malnourishment and not age. 18 in dog years. So she's 3? Wait, dogs are 7 or 6. I can't recall.
You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
I just realized I always forget to turn on my closed captions. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? Or maybe if you really like icing. That dialogue's crazy. It's a crazy dialogue. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Well, when you stick a girl's finger inside you, things will get kinda crazy kinda quick. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
Eh?
Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? Meg is always licking icing out of my hands. I believe it. I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Boy, who would have thought sucking icing off a girl's finger would make things awkward? I did.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame... Oh, I thought I said don't blame me for your mistakes. Don't blame me for your mistakes.
Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Man, I've done that so many times. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened.
Ah, that smells so good.
I farted.
Cupcake so good. Cupcake so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling air fills the room. I've also done a blast of smelling air, but it's never been sweet.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that would make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the novel's Mazel Tovs that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
But what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Eh? Did you say something? Put the word squelch on a cupcake? I'm just gonna put, like, goatsy. Pain Olympics. 2 girls, 1 cupcake. You know, just all of my favorite words.
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Aha. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly.
You should have thought about that.
It's not like you always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is ready to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before, about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Taco, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I need to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. The JPEG becomes blurrier. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. Breaths, not the other word.
I've never felt it. For a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Eh?
Hi, Taco?
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Taco. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Taco? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much.
Well, I would have gotten closer if you hadn't shown up. Hey-oh!
Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Taco. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just...
Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Taco. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Taco, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down her pants, Sayori's arm, and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. Cue the sex music. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Oh, I mean, I say I love you to my friends, but it's not like I love you. But I don't want to say you'll always be my dearest friend, because if I say that, I know that's just going to make... Yes, I'll give her the deek. I know if I say you'll always be my dearest friend, that's just going to make the situation worse. But... I don't know if I want to commit to saying I love you. This is a... You don't, I love you, what? You don't, I love you, what? That sentence is hurting my brain. You don't, I love you, me. Oh! Sayori! Get it! I love you. Please someone play Patrick's I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So, just panic and start running. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. Thank you, I appreciate that. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll always accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Taco?
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Taco, is this really okay?
There's only one girl I want to suck icing off the fingers of. And her name is not Sucky. Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. Yeah. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Taco. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I also would like to be with me forever. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Taco.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay.
Yeah, she needs therapy and medication. I mean, medication doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but if there is a true chemical imbalance in her brain, which could be leading to the depression, finding the correct medication could help her treat that.
I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. Oh, wait. I just got the ad break. I'll take this time to push Big Pharma. I take antidepressants. They help my brain do the things they're supposed to do. It actually took a couple of medications for me to find the one that works best for me. So, if you're out there and you're struggling, reach out to somebody. It's okay. You don't have to suffer in silence. I'm not good at these PSAs. Should I be more like serious, like Michael Jordan? Hi, I'm Dr. Taco, and I'm here with the help of McDonald's and their 6-piece chicken nugget meal. And I want to tell you, if you have depression or anxiety or other things that are hurting you, stop it. Get some help. There you go. That's the least I can do. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow.
Get some help.
Thank you, Michael. Our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been.
Oh, then I should have just said you're my dearest friend. Bitches be crazy. Can't please them.
Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Taco?
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know.
We just want everything and nothing. It's not hard to figure out. I just want to be left alone. Alright, I'll leave you alone. Why aren't you asking me what's bothering me? Ah! Home Alone. When I grow up and get married, I'm living alone.
I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Oh, Lord. That's, it's a little dangerous. That's codependency, isn't it? Yeah, I do. Oh, shit. I'm making her realize I know what's best for you, Sayori. Put down that sandwich, Sayori. That's my promise. I say that, But in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. I'm gonna give it a shot. Because I like you a lot. La-dee-da-dee-dee, la-dee-da-dee-da. Suddenly Sayori calls my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the sky. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. The end. Thank you. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I have a no-reason boner. I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Taco, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. Oh, I forgot about that. In the end, I found a poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Baka. You'd think that on this day, this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
Uh-huh. You should take a little responsibility for her, Taco. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know.
Exchange? Monika, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know how you don't know the full story at all, so
don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh? Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. Why is there no music all of a sudden? Like, that's been bothering me a little bit. I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. I know everything. I see all. I am omniscient. I am omnipotent. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Jesus! Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? I understand that. Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Taco? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for you, Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. White waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, baka! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. So, Jesus! Yeah, I mean, I was kind of expecting that. An exception has occurred. File game/script-chat5.rpy line 307. See traceback.txt for details. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Heyo. I get jokes. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. I love Monika's line before this. You kind of left her hanging, didn't you? Oof. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now.
Merry Christmas.
What a time for a gift sub. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Christopol, for the gift sub at any rate. Nothing I do can bring her back. This is some game where I can reset and try something different. Or is it? I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough.
Merry Christmas.
And gifting another gift sub? Man's out here gifting away like crazy. So, Gommed69. Nice. Billy Rags. Enjoy those gift subs from Christopol. Thank you, sir, for gifting out 2 gift subs. Do something nice for somebody today. Or tomorrow. Whenever you get the free chance, do something nice for somebody. And now a third one to Racer X, Racer, wherever you are. I know you might be out there DJing. He could be out there DJing right now. I know he's had a lot of DJ gigs recently. But enjoy your gifted sub from Crystal Pole. So thank you for 3 subs gifted. Truly appreciate it, my dude. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. It's September. For the price of 1, I'm giving 3. Oh, true. I never even thought about that. And you know what the best part is? With it being September, you gave 3 for the price of 1, but I still get regular revenue. September. A blessing to all streamers. But no, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 The end. Well. What? What? So... What the fuck? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together. Okay, so the game is clearly reset. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend group walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Of course it is, it's adorable. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Taco? Oh, God. Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuine feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club.
How long do I plan to stream this for? Well, I mean... Clearly, I've unlocked New Game Plus, so I'm already intrigued to continue it. I mean, I'm going to be streaming it at least till 11 tonight, or for the next 45 minutes or so. But as long as the game keeps giving me new content, I'll keep going. It'll be the Saturday game. I think I should try to beat the game today. Probably not going to happen unless it's super short. If I have to go through every single day again, it's probably not going to happen. Because I do want to do something else tonight.
Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Taco? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it'd make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Taco, you know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then?
Do not join the club. I'm gonna join the club. I'm gonna come.
I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Oh, Jesus! Am I getting hit with fucking jump scares for the rest of this game?
Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Taco.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki?
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Taco in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
What's my opinion on Yuri? I mean, when I couldn't get Monica, who I now think is the devil incarnate, I think she's a demon manipulating the world, and she wants me all to herself, and for some reason, instead of dealing with it in a normal way, she's using her spiritual pressure to kill everyone else to have me to herself. So I feel like whoever I end up liking or choosing poorly, I'm going to end up killing them. But since I couldn't pick Monica for anything, Yuri was my girl.
I was going to, well, you know. Sorry.
Wait, did I seriously... Wait, are you fucking kidding me? Did I just spoil the game? Did I just figure out the game? Okay, I was about to say, holy shit.
I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Taco?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Taco, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. I'm expecting a jump scare now. Nope. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Oh, gracious. I'm so sorry for all these yawns, folks. I really am.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Yeah, this is surreal horror.
Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. It's so sad that we don't get to see Sayori. She was truly the best character in the game.
I mean...
It's weird, but it makes sense, I guess. If the narrative is... you don't get to go back on your decisions, like, I guess I can kind of appreciate that. I guess my only real question is there a way to replay the game from the very beginning? Like, can you... I don't know if you can, like, uninstall or delete the saves or something, but it's something I would still like to, like, redo, even if it's just in my personal time. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Oh, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Have to reinstall the game? That sounds about right.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Nat and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Taco?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to come by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
It would be a good idea to not join the club? Nah, I gotta join the club. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Taco. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members.
I can't wait for the sequel, Doki Doki Anime Club. I will join the Ping Pong Club. I have been perfecting my protruding pecker shot.
And if we don't find one more before the festival?
I'm defenseless against these girls. Booby. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lights up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Taco?
Yeah, it could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this,
I would be super pissed. Aside from Sayori hanging herself, the club is pretty relaxed.
Taco, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Taco, I look forward to seeing how you expressed yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, Jesse, if you're there, count a fart for me. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Why, yes, I would. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. I'll take care of it. Sometimes a man's gotta do his own farts, you know what I'm saying? It's awkward. It's awkward. Sayori's not there. Alright, here we go. It's poem time, baby. Alright. So, it looks like the words are a little more simplified since there's only 2 of them. Personally, I'm going to do a full... I'm going to try and, like, maybe bounce back and forth. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. But I'm gonna make this poem all Natsuki. So heartbeat, skirt, lipstick, marshmallow, lollipop, papa, honey, bunny, cheer, bunny, pink, destiny, hurt, sunny, dazzle, jump, graveyard music, rain cloud, nibble, excellent, vivacious, cute, anime, hop, dance, uncanny, heaven sent? Oh, okay. Doki Doki! Color, flower, anger, fear, entropy, sense a giggle. Clumsy, climax. I like the word, I'm sorry. Silly. Portrait, crimson dream, fantasy, charm. Unending, laugh. Fireflies. Oh, Lord. I love the random imagery that keeps popping up. It makes me feel good in all of my places.
Hi again, Taco. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, Jesus!
I'm in danger.
Damn right.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Taco. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Hey, Monica, you're blocking the script, girl. I'm gonna need you to... You get behind the script, please. I can't read it. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Taco. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, the screen is slightly tilted. No, that's not it, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure?
Also, the music's off key.
It just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
Is she? I didn't notice that.
And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Oh, there we go. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Oh, the music changed again, I feel like. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Finally, Team Salvatore fixed the Salvado tomato. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot.
Alright.
What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga, or manga, is one of the few things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Excuse me. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
Thank you, Keffy. I like how you're just in the shadows somewhere. I know that feel. I say that a lot in real life. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through a glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. This game is certainly something, I'll give it that. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice.
But I'll tell you one thing, Taco.
Don't judge a book.
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Now's actually a really good time for me to... How is this said? Not the band Mo. Anime. Mo is used in slang, refers to feelings of affection, adoration, devotion, and excitement felt towards characters that appeared in manga, anime, video games. But how do you say it? I got hit with a follow when I least expected it. Thank you, Dapper Duck 2.
Baby, oh baby. Prepare for disappointment.
There we go. But that did not help at all. How to pronounce... But this one just says Mo and... Oh, God. The farts.
Oh, good. Golly, Miss Molly.
Alright, here we go. How to pronounce Moe.
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 Moe. Okay, there we go. Case closed, everybody. Dapper Duck 2, how you doing? Enjoy your redemptions there. So, it's exceedingly Moe.
Don't just stand there. Ooh ah.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Oh shit. Then I pull out my Beretta. You hate the part I'm at? Is that what I'm understanding? Or you're at the part I'm at? She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. Or what part am I at? I just restarted. So I got an ending and the game restarts. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs couldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Wait a minute, this feels oddly familiar.
Why's that?
I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? I definitely saw some bad stuff. Rip Sayori. Rip Sayori. Rip Sayori, you're dead now. You're dead. Now you can't feel any pain.
Not really.
Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series.
Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Why is she so cute? They just like doubled her cuteness.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know exactly what this game was, in the sense of like, you know, I've already got one ending or one complete run through. I don't really know how this game works. I'm assuming that it has continual work throughs until, and this is again what I'm assuming, at the end of the day everyone dies. Now, I can't guarantee that. It could be I made bad choices. It could be any number of things. But I knew going into it that this game had very weird shit. And I was just kind of anticipating it. I just didn't know exactly what it was going to be.
it's not.
It is not. Even though you were just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Ah, sorry. Oh, my ear is so itchy. Like I could ever get my friends to read this.
They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face.
Who would you date out of everyone here, minus Sayori? That, you know, there seems to be a very big Sayori crowd, and I don't know if that's like survivor's guilt. I mean, I'm kind of liking Natsuki. I don't know why. Like, I didn't expect to. Yuri was the main girl I was most interested in. Technically, Monica was the one I was most interested in, but then the game was basically like, no, you don't get Monica. Not allowed. So, again, I understand the Sayori, I do, and maybe part of me is leaning a bit more towards Sayori now, just based on the other things that have happened, but I don't know. I liked the interaction between Natsuki when we were doing the baking and the cute little scene when she came over to bake. So I mean, that kind of was nice. So I guess that's why I'm kind of leaning that way right now. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Honestly, there's no wrong answer to that question. I mean, it all just comes down to taste. It's one of those things where I kind of want to, like I was saying earlier, I really want to play it again from the very beginning. I don't know if I would necessarily stream it, but I would want to play it from the very, very beginning and just try and see if a couple of different decisions or a couple of different poems or something change the initial outcome. I have a feeling the initial outcome doesn't change too terribly much, but I could be wrong. I feel like there is some sort of linear nature to it. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Yeah, either Monica's a jerk or your dad beats the shit out of you. I mean, phew. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. There's 6 endings for the game? Holy shit. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. That's a lot of ellipses. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Jump scare? Aww. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
You need to mess with a whole lot of files. Oh, it's one of those weird games? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Aw. I always love it when a girl goes... Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give oomph. Do you want me to tell you one ending when you restart? Nah. I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear any. I want to hear. I don't want to hear. No spoilers. Hashtag no spoilers. Hashtag no backseating. Hashtag thanks for being interested. Hashtag be a dude, don't be a douche. I don't know. No, I don't really want any spoilers or anything. Oh, do you want to tell me how to get one ending? Thank you. I didn't really think that was anything to Kirby out to, but I appreciate it. No, I'm good. What I'll end up doing is I'll probably just end up looking up a bunch of shit and trying to figure it out, but I appreciate it. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Taco. She's fine. kind of felt like I was rapping. I only rap about having sex with dogs. Wait. Scratch that. Cut it. Get rid of it.
It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway... Why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I show my poem to first? Straight to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Park Jimin. I have a plan. I have a plan, Park Jimin. Park Jimin of BTS. Not to be confused with Park Jiminoff.
Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
And then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually... Oh.
Oh, good. Golly, Miss Molly.
Hit me with the farts when I wasn't anticipating it. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Tentacles. The tentacles touch you.
Oh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly. Hey, I remember this poem. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Yeah.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it.
What?
Just be honest. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me right now?
I am.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
Oof.
Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. My God, the burning fire. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. Monica, how about you? What do we got going on here?
Hi, Taco. Having a good time so far?
Not really. I don't trust you. Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or anything we can do better, I'm always listening.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Always listening.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. That's what I thought. I was just curious. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha. Don't worry, Taco. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know.
Oh, the follows. Thank you to the Solid Butter Bar for the follow.
But it's that sort of barrier.
What the balls? I will spam emojis till I die. Hey, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna stop you.
But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Taco.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Where the hell is... Lurk. It's the killer outside of a locker.
Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment.
Uh-huh. If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy.
I don't like that. Why would you tell me that?
Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier.
So I said earlier in the game that she would write poems until the day she dies. She wasn't wrong. I guess you're right.
This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. You know, I kind of wonder about my character. The fact that she just went on this, like, little thing about, like, oh, you know, Natsuki's dad doesn't feed her or give any food at the house, but hey, do you want to read my poem? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I'll just ignore all that stuff about the child abuse.
Well,
Low Bunny and Snorlax. Give me 1 second here. Boop, 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 boop. Come on. Come on. No. Nobody wants to see Barflosion. Low. And let me get this all set up here. Boop. Here we go. Window capture. Here. And then a raid. Jiminy Christmas. Guys, there's too much stuff going on. But here we go. We got Low Punny and Snorlax. I hope you guys are ready for this. Bacon, thank you so much for the raid. Truly appreciate it. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Where did my mouse go? Where the fuck is my mouse? Seriously, where did my mouse go? Did my... Guys, I'm confused. I'm real confused right now. Did my mouse die? Bruh. Well, okay, there's my mouse. I finally found the pointer. Seriously, what the fuck? Mouse, are you okay? Huh. Well, Can you guys all bear with me for a minute? I'm gonna go see if a new... Let me try this real quick too. Oh, shush. Let's see, is this... Mouse. What the flip? Alright, give me a second, everybody. I gotta go get a... There is no there is no Takis. Not in my house. But somebody hand that man a taco. I don't know if I have any moderators that are here and they're within the sound of my voice. Somebody do exclamation point SO Reaper O Bacon. Somebody give that man a shout out. I'm gonna go find a battery. I'll be back. Hey, I have a mouse again. That's pretty good. Here we go. Here, I'll take care of it. At Reaper O Bacon. But Monsieur Bacon, how was your stream? How did everything go? What were you playing? Is this Alien Isolation? Well.
How? How did that just happen?
Well, you see what happened was it didn't see you. You were far too snicky for it. Okay, here we go. Low punny, Snorlax, fusing, go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Snow Runny. Or if we flip it, because it can't evolve, unfortunately. Oh no! Oh, it's so thick. Low punny, what happened to you? Why you so thick? And what was the other one? Mewtwo and Diglett. Alright, so let's... Mewtwo. And... Diglett. There we go. Ew. Poplar is my favorite Pokemon. God, there's so many Pokemon now that I can't even keep track of them. What the fuck was that? But this is a beautiful dig too. Oh, hold on. What I really want to see is this is just going to be Digi2. It's a Digimon. Sorry. Oh, okay. No, you're good. You're good. I was like, Poplar sounds like an actual Pokemon. All right, here we go. This is just going to be Mewtwo sticking its head out of the ground. Yep. Mewlet. Just his head sticking out of the ground. And here comes Mewtrio. 3 Mewtwo sticking their heads out of the ground. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing horrific about this. I don't want to see something again real quick. Okay, yeah, I can't evolve it. But then before you leave, you have to make sure that you take this opportunity to break the fusing thing. There we go. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We want... Oh, yeah, the Hall of Fame, baby. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Without these Pokemon, we never would have made it. So congratulations, Hall of Fame team. We get Diglett, Doug 2, and Doug Trio. Oh, you're kind of right. I like you the most, though. Oh, but the other... Oh, because I did that one twice. Oh. Lopax, you're stuck forever in limbo. Alright, well, thank you for those redemptions. How about Munchlax and Gardevoir? Alright, let's go do that real quick. How do I... There we go. Well, that's not what I wanted. So, Munchlax, and Gardevoir. Am I beautiful, Papa? Papa, am I beautiful? Oh, what a sad little Pokemon this is. Hold on, we're gonna evolve it. We're gonna evolve it into a... I guess it's still gonna be Gardlax. Unless it turns into like... Nah, it wouldn't be Gardenlax. Oh, I don't like that. Yep. Gardlax evolves into Gardlax. It just has... It's a shiny Snorlax and something terrible happened to it. Alright, let's get back to... Not Garchomp. Oh, my lands. Oh, my stars and garters. There we go. Switch it up. There we go. Fuse. You know, I don't know what's worse. I really don't know what's worse. Alright, evolve. Here we go. He's so happy. He's so happy. Just little happy face. I don't know where the brown... Maybe the brown from his soles of his feet. I don't know where the brown is coming from. But he just looks so happy. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a bonus one, alright? We're gonna do 2 random. So we got Drifloon and Watchog. Here we go. I hate it. I hate it so much. That is literally, it's just Watchog's head floating. This is actually just a website. I'll share it right here. This is the easier one to use. There's one that's actually a little bit cooler. It's specifically for the Pokemon Infinite Fusion one. I gotta find it real quick. Pokemon Infinite Fusion Generator. I think it's this one. Yeah, so if you haven't seen, I gotta expand this a little bit. Expand Dong. I don't know if you've ever seen Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It's pretty neat. It's all like fan-made Pokemon stuff. And it's pretty neat. So what I'll do is I'm trying to think of some of them. So if I do, for example, if I do Gardevoir and Snorlax, it might give a different one here. Okay, so you can see these ones have custom-made sprites. You can see these ones are different than the other one. So like if I go back to this, the regular Pokemon Fusion Generator, and do Snorlax and Gardevoir, it's vastly different than what we saw. So this one's really neat because, like I said, all of these are literally like custom made ones, and some of them are more custom than other ones. It's just this one doesn't have quite as many Pokemon in it. I think it says up to Generation 7. I'm not positive how far it all goes. But this one has all the way up to the latest game. So there's a little more wiggle room. Guys, you want to play Queensblade Limit Break? It looks like a wholesome game. But the Infinite Fusion Calculator is pretty neat. I'll show you guys another one that's pretty cool. So if you take Doug Trio and you mix it with Doug Trio, you get a whole fleet of Doug Trios. So it just makes for a really, like I said, they use the custom imagery, and it's really neat. So we might actually be able to do, can we do Palkia? We can. So Palkia and Snorlax. Oh, there is no image for that yet. So like I said, that's why this one kind of comes in handy. So I should be able to do Palkia on here. It just looks like it's in pain. It doesn't look like it's living a happy existence. Life is pain, end me. Alright, so let's see Snorlax head on Palkia. Oh god, no. No. No, I don't like that. First off, this just looks like a wiener. This just looks like wiener and balls now, and I don't like it. I don't like that one bit. Hey, you know what? If you like your child, no judgment from me. You're allowed to love your child as much as you want. It's fine. I'm not one to judge, okay? Not one to judge. Alright, let's see if we can get through. Let's see if we can get through the rest of this here sharing poetry time. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. But I'm one to judge. 0 out of 10. Oof. I see. Well, let's read it then. There's a hole in the wall in the middle of the lake. Okay, hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sounds of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay, so I didn't necessarily 100% remember Natsuki's poem, but when it came through, I was like, okay, That was the same poem. This isn't the same poem. Like, this is a different poem, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, I really don't remember this poem from her the first time.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
Yawn.
Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, Yuri. Time for you. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading this through. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's...
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm bringing that high energy to this stream, baby.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles' expressiveness are weakened.
Can't read. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time.
I'm out of water.
But it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Bias? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. I remember this poem. Give me 1 second. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Excuse me, calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Taco.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
Oh, that's mean.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left without nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really.
I can agree to that at the moment.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, don't count on me too much.
Phew.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as... I don't like when the music does that. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Yeah, that's 100% an effective thing for Sayori, unfortunately. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Humph.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Taco did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Taco liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
More like,
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Taco appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do feel overly cutesy.
I agree with that.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger as soon as Taco started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own securities on others like that?
Dude, Sonic's drowning. So what if I don't click? I feel like I've reached peak. Nope, nope, it's still going. Yeah, now I feel like I've reached peak.
You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna-be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personalities by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on your edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already... Oh, Jesus. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Taco hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there.
Taco? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. Oh, Jesus! Monica? How's it going? You doing alright, fam? Can I... Monica, I need you to move.
Hey, Taco? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes.
Not having Sayority. Sayority? Not having Sayori. Big issue. No one there to calm the waters.
But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Taco, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Taco. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Oh, I'm sorry for causing trouble.
Boom! Jesus! Why do they gotta do that to me? Why they gotta hit me with the random jump scares? I'm not really prepared for the random jump scares, bro. That shit just keeps coming out of nowhere. I don't expect it to happen. I don't expect it to happen. They're just like, bruh, and it hits me. Make Yuri happy? Nah. No, I am going to bounce back and forth, though. So, like, for the next one, I will do Yuri. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure something amazingly good happens. I don't have a single doubt in my mind that something good happens. Yes, I want to overwrite because I'm that person. I have to save 3 or 4 times just to make sure I actually saved it. But that's actually, the stream's not done. Everybody's free to hang around. I'm actually going to be jumping over to YouTube, and we're going to do our usual end of night stuff. We're going to be watching some kind of anime. I'm going to see real quick. Where is... we already watched that. Where is... Watch later? No. Well, this is annoying. Library. Uploads, likes. Ugh, I don't know where it went. That's annoying. There it is. There it is. But not this
Keep
one.
it quilted.
No, you shut your mouth. Alright, so I just want to go to... I just want to go to the playlist itself, please. So we already watched that. You get out of here. Get out of here. So I'm going to try and find something... It's not too super long. I don't really have anything I necessarily have to get up for tomorrow, but I'd still like to not be up a ridiculous amount of time. No more Doki Doki for today, unfortunately. We will be back with more Doki Doki next Saturday, though. About to say, pretty much the way Saturday anime works is we used to play random games, but I've kind of taken a liking to Doki Doki. So right now I'm just kind of focusing on Doki Doki Literature Club. And once... I don't know what we'll do once Doki Doki is done. We might go back to doing random anime gaming again. But for right now, I really like... You can play every song on piano. Bruh. I'm impressed. Oh yeah, you did bring up Omori before. I also can switch in that Ghost Pia, because it's kind of anime-esque. This one looks kind of cool, so this is what we're going to watch. And I think I remember this one from a long, long time ago. So... Doki Doki, thank you for another wonderful streaming time. I appreciate